Good morning. I've been fascinated with the idea of a polymath. For those of you who are unfamiliar with this concept, polymath is someone who is proficient and knowledgeable at many discrepant fields. For example, Benjamin Franklin is frequently cited as a good example of a polymath. He's an experiment, he's a scientist, he experimented with electricity, he's a politician, he's a writer, he composes music. Thomas Jefferson is another example. He designed Montecito himself. He's an architect, accomplished orator, politician, of course. And Leonardo da Vinci is perhaps the quintessential polymath. He is a painter, he's a sculptor, he's an inventor, scientist, and the designer of military crafts. And I've been a lifelong learner, and I've always had this thirst for knowledge. So throughout my life, I've acquired many skills and knowledge. And I'm starting to think that perhaps I do qualify as a polymath too. Back in high school, I taught myself how to program a computer in 7 computer languages. I not only took the AP computer science test, but I exhausted all the computer science courses offered by my high school. So I started doing independent study, learning assembly language, and doing projects on my own. And I'm obviously a doctor, so I got my medical degree, but I pursue a special interest in training in ADHD and behavioral pediatrics. And I find that thoroughly rewarding. And as many of you already know, 3 years ago, I deviated from my medical career and started pursuing a career in aviation because I was inspired by the pandemic situation where a lot of people left their specialties and trained to become pilots because there was such a severe shortage of commercial airline pilots. And my grandfather was in the first Chinese Air Force, and both my uncles were fighter jet pilots. So I thought I would take a stab at it, and I got pretty far. Got my student pilot license, passed my knowledge test, but unfortunately my right eye didn't allow me to pursue my aviation career further because I had suffered a macular hole, and I'm slowly going blind in my right eye. Fortunately, I have a career to fall back on. I went back to being a pediatrician and started another very meaningful career, taking care of different groups of patients. I'm also a photographer, and I've been designing websites for the last nearly 40 years. I'm a published author. I've written 2 nonfiction books in pediatrics, and I've authored a memoir or biography. Right now I'm working on historical fiction based in World War II Shanghai. And I'm using my knowledge as a pilot and as a physician to lend an air of authenticity in my story. One of the characters suffered from autoimmune hepatitis, and I have tremendous knowledge in that arena because I trained at UCLA, and it is a world-class liver transplant center. I used my knowledge as a pilot to craft a story where the antagonist was assassinated in a staged aviation accident. So I'm pulling ideas and knowledge from all these discrepant fields and synthesizing them into new ideas and new projects and journeys. So I encourage everyone to consider pursuing new ideas and knowledge and acquiring new skills, because I think it's has the potential to make your life more meaningful. All right, until next time. Bye.